Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and today we're going to talk about the MI4 and the MI6 pinpointers by XP Metal Detectors and why I think you should consider one of these pinpointers. Alright guys, it's no secret if you are a follower of my channel and you have been following the history or the evolution of me in metal detecting. I'm a huge XP fan. I own the Deus. I've swore by that machine for years, and I'm also a huge fan of the XP pinpointers, or what they also call them, pinpoint probes. I'm a big fan of the MI4 and the MI6. I've owned the MI6 for over 2.5 years. I actually bought it used from Fort Bedford Metal Detectors, and it practically was maybe used 1 or 2 times, but I've had that thing and I've beat the crap out of it in the water, in the mud, in the snow, in the rain, in the hot summer days, and that thing just keeps working. Now I will tell you, I recently went and purchased the MI4 from Fort Bedford for a couple reasons. One, the MI6, the speaker in it right now is starting to get a little quieter. I don't know if that's a failure coming or if it's just, it's wearing out. Like I said, I've used this thing for years and it still works great. I just didn't want to have it fail on me when I was going to Culpeper on a 6-day invitational hunt down in Culpeper, Virginia. And the other reason I wanted the MI4 is because both the MI4 and the MI6 pinpointers work really, really well in mineralized soil, highly iron infested soil. I can't even describe to you what that soil is. When you hunt it, it's just a whole new experience. But I got a little video I'm going to show you. I did a little test with the MI4 in the dirt just to show you, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I also wrote an article, a review article, a real review from someone who actually uses these pinpointers. That would be me, and I posted it on my website, mentalmetaldetecting.com. I'll put a link in the description so you can get there. But the article goes over a bunch of things. It shows you what you get when you open up the box of the MI4, and it tells you what you get inside of it. What are the features? It's 100% waterproof down to 20 feet. You have pitch and pulse audio modes. You have 6 programs with 3 levels of sensitivity, an LED light, a speaker that can be turned on or off, vibration that can be turned on or off, has a rotating holster, has a rubber hand grip, and it has a rechargeable lithium battery and a 2-year warranty, which is pretty good. Now, a lot of people will say, well, do I need to own the XP Deus to use the MI4? Well, no. The MI4 is actually a standalone pinpointer. The MI6 is also a standalone pinpointer if you choose to use it that way. I've used it that way for many, many years, but I also use it with my XP Deus. It syncs up to the wirelessly, so you get to hear the audio through the headphones, which is a really, really nice feature. And you get some more control features on the control box itself. So it's a nice feature to have. If you have a Deus, I would recommend getting the MI6 just to have those extra features. But if you don't shy away from the XP pinpointer, because it is probably one of the best out there, and I would recommend the MI4 if you don't have a Deus. Is it as good as the MI4, as good as the MI6? Well, I actually think there's no difference in the quality and the performance of either of these two pinpointers. The MI6, like I said, is the only difference is the wireless synchronization you can get with the XP Deus, whereas you don't have that with the MI4. How does the MI4 compare, and the MI6 for that reason, compared to other pinpointers? Well, I've used all the major brands that you have out there, the orange ones, if you know what I'm talking about, the original black ones that I got. I really like those pinpointers back in the day, but I found that those things wear out pretty quick. And when you push them in the ground, they always seem to have some sensitivity to them, and the longer you own them, the worse that gets, with putting pressure on the pinpointer. The MI4 and MI6, I have not witnessed that or experienced any of those issues. The one thing I like about the MI4 and the MI6 is it's rechargeable, so there's no batteries to replace. You just charge it, and it lasts for hours. I mean, you can get a couple days worth of use, a steady, hard use of them without any worry about recharging. What I wanted to point out specifically in this video is how it has the unique ability to work in highly mineralized dirt. So when I was in Culpeper for 6 days, I depend on those two pinpointers, the MI6 and the MI4. Specifically this hunt, I used the MI4 the whole time. I didn't change. So I used the heck out of that pinpointer in this kind of dirt. So check out this video of the MI4 in action. Alright guys, so I just dug this hole. I don't know if you could tell, but the dirt is really super red. Not as red as I've seen it, but it's still pretty red, highly mineralized. I am using a GPX just because this machine will punch through all that mineralization. I think in this pile I have a bullet. I have not tried to find it yet with the pinpointer. So we're going to take out the MI4. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to show you what it sounds like when you put it in this hole. So I'm powering it on. Hear all the falsing that's going on? It's really easy to fix that. Most guys hate this, don't like, most guys that claim that MI4, MI6 don't work, it's because this is what they hear. And of course, if you didn't know how to use this little pinpointer, this is annoying as heck. But to fix that, all you do is hit the button one time, and it balances it to the dirt. Now you can come over here, and we can pinpoint, hopefully. And I think it is right here. It is a little round ball. So that is from the American Civil War, my friends. Found with the MI4. That's just a quick little how-to on how to settle this thing down in highly mineralized dirt. Very simple. I'll do it again. Power it off. Power it on. Well, now it's already balanced. So, but if you get any of this falsing, you just hit the power button one time, and calms it down. And that is why I like this pinpointer over others. MI4, MI6 will not do you wrong in this kind of dirt. Now, is there a flaw in either the MI4 or the MI6? I would say there isn't any flaws per se, but I would say that if you could turn the volume of the speaker up a little more on both of these pinpointers, it would make a big difference for people who have hearing impairments. I've heard this from a couple people that I know in my circles that wished the speaker volume was louder, or maybe they put the speaker in a different place inside the pinpointer. That would be the only thing I would recommend the XP change, would be the speaker, the ability to have the ability to change the volume, or put the speaker in a different location where it sounds better or louder for the user. Now, in the article, I go over why did I pick the MI4 over the MI6. Well, really, it was just a matter of preference for me and where I was hunting. Like I said, I've owned the MI6 forever, at least 2.5 years. I've had no issues with it, but the speaker was starting to get a little hairy on me, so I didn't want to have any fails when I went to Culpeper, so I actually purchased the MI4 and used it the whole time I was down there, and I've been using it ever since. So I only use the MI6 now, and I use the Deus. But how much does it cost? Well, that just varies on where you go. I put a link in here to Amazon, and you could actually check out the prices there. But if you really want to get a good deal, I would recommend checking out Fort Bedford Metal Detectors and call up Keith and tell him you're interested in an MI6 or an MI4. You saw this video from the Mental Metal channel, and or mentalmetaldetecting.com, the article, and see if he'll give you a good deal. I don't know if he will. I have no deal worked out with him for this. Just give him a shout out and tell him, hey, Scott sent you from the Mental Metal channel, and see what he can do for you. Now, if you want to know more about the MI6, I also wrote an article on that pinpointer as well, more specific to the MI6, and you can click on over and check out that article, or I will put it in the link in the description below. That's really it. I just wanted to give you guys some inside information on these pinpointers. I think a lot of times these pinpointers get overlooked because people think they're tied to the XP Deus, and the MI6 is to a degree, but they are both standalone pinpointers that are really built really well and will really stand up over the test of time. So if you really want a good pinpointer that works in virtually any condition, including highly mineralized soil down in places like Virginia, give these two pinpointers a look, and specifically give them a look over at Fort Bedford metal detectors. That's it for me. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you got something out of this. If you're not a subscriber, please stick around. There's all kinds of videos we're doing this year, and we've done a bunch of review videos earlier in the year. You can check those out as well. But 2020 is almost done, and I'm kind of looking forward to having this year put behind us. But it's been a real good year for metal detecting. Can't complain about that. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another mental metal video.